Hey guys, it's Justin Goodbread bringing you this client question of the week. This question comes from Cindy. Cindy says, Justin, I'm expecting a pay raise at work, and I need to figure out how to allocate the additional income. I know you're going to ask about my budget. To be truthful, I don't have one. How do I construct a budget? Cindy, that is not an uncommon question. Many people don't have a budget. They look at the budget word as a very ugly word or a restraining word. Truth be told, a budget is liberating. Once you are in control of where your money goes, then you know how you want to spend it. So here's 5 things that I put together for you to help you construct a budget. Number 1, you got to identify your income. The best way to do this is to look at what is actually deposited into your bank. You can see the after deduction, after 401k, after health insurance deposit into your bank. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to track your expenses. You're going to do this through a number of different ways. I'm a modern guy, I like apps. There's a number of apps out there. Met a client this last week, she did old school, pen and paper. You may have a computer program which tracks your expenses, but you want to track your expenses, that's number 2. Number 3, you've got to separate the difference between variable and fixed expenses. So what's a fixed expense? A fixed expense would be your rent, your power bill, maybe your car insurance, your car payment, those things which you have no control over, so to speak, that do not move on a month-to-month basis. They're pretty steady. A variable expense are those expenses that you and I control, where we go when we buy groceries or we buy, in my case, fishing equipment. Maybe in your case, you might buy purses or whatever else. I know my wife likes those things. So you want to identify your fixed versus variable expense. Then once you've identified those, the 4th thing you're going to do is where can you cut? Or how can I save some money on my variable expenses? So let's look at an easy one. Food, we all eat food. I see budgets varying from ranges of $500 a month to $4,000 a month in food. If you're trying to cut your food budget, then maybe you shop somewhere that the food is less expensive. So for example, you might shop at a Aldi versus a Publix in that month. The other thing you can do is you may say, well, let's cut our cable TV and go to a Netflix style. That's a great way to cut a variable expense. So once you cut the variable expenses, then you go to the 5th thing. You got to monitor and review this budget. You can't just set it back in a corner. You have to be on top of it. Remember, the squeaky wheel always gets the oil. So if you put the budget as top priority and you monitor and review it, then you're going to be able to identify where those savings are and you can reach their goals. Hey look, this is Justin Goodbread. I'm answering this client question week because this is a great one. If you have a question you want to see answered, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to answer it. Justin Goodbread, CFP signing off. Make it a great day.